Hi, I'm Danny Harf. I've been a pro wakeboarder for 10 years now and designing board shapes for 10 years as well. This is my 2011 One Pro model setup. I'm going to tell you about its features. So I guess, basically why we call this board the One Collection is because I was the first to call Paul O'Brien and tell him that I was in to ride for Ronex. So this is pro model numero uno for me, and I was also the first Ronex team rider officially. So One Collection, here it is, rider number one. What I look for in a board is a board that's gonna have a nice mellow turn to it. I like a board that can break loose, and I definitely like a board that can hold an edge when you want it to. So what I've done is, coming from having a surf background and basically just liking more of a free ride style board, is I went to an edge that has a real surf style edge, and I think that's one of the main features of my board that gives it a distinct ride. Depending on where you shift your weight on the board, whether you're more tail heavy or more front foot heavy, really changes the way the board reacts in the water. So I feel that, if I'm coming into the wake more for a spin or I want the board to release, I can come in more front foot heavy and really use that rail to help me release and load into a spin. And then if I'm going for a bigger trick into the flats or going for more of an edge style trick, then I'll come in a lot more tail heavy and really drive that edge through the wake. I always kind of thought I liked a slower 3-stage board that sat deep in the water, but when we decided to start Ronex August 1st, 2006, I really decided to try to reinvent the wheel on this 3-stage rocker board. And I think what we came up with was a 3-stage board that still has a lot of top water speed and still has a lot of high performance features with still that free ride shape. Basically, one of the main features of this board is this surf rail, and basically all that is the rail is a lot more rounded out compared to the edge and the tip and tail. So what that does is it gives you a real forgiving, mellow turn when you get on edge, and it also gives it more of that surf feel as the board can break loose more easily on the water. As that surf variable edge moves into the tip and tail of the board, it actually goes to a sharper edge, basically right under your feet. So you can shift the board onto that hard edge by leaning back, and then onto that soft edge by leaning forward. So this board's bottom design is real clean and simple. The center of the board is completely flat other than this gentle beveled up edge into the round rail. And then as that round edge starts to transition into the harder edge, it becomes a cupped rail in the tip and tail. And there's also a small molded in fin here that helps to stabilize the board as it transitions from that round edge onto the hard edge. So now the board can carry even more speed coming into the wake for a 3-stage board without losing any of the pop. This board is made in our exclusive Ronex factory using an imported European ModPore foam that's lighter and stronger. This board has what we call the crypto cable, and basically that goes around the perimeter edge of the board, which reinforces not only the edge but also the torsional flex that the wakeboard gets. As one foot works one way and one foot's working against that, the board can actually get a torsional flex. So that strengthens the whole board and also keeps it from delamming on rails or docks or whatever you might drop your board on. This board's also reinforced with a carbon that runs through the center of the board, stiffens the board, and actually helps to keep the rocker line intact, because as you're riding and landing and cutting over chop and through the wake, the board is going to flex. So that carbon basically keeps that board as stiff as possible. New for 2011 is a new Ronex ATR edition, all-terrain ride. Another cool feature of this ATR edition is the sintered slider base, which not only holds up better on rails than any other slider base out there, but also holds the same speed as the board rides on the water. So you're definitely not losing any speed on rails or on the water surface with our sintered slider base. Another cool feature of this ATR edition is the fact that it comes with 4 slider fins, which are a thicker, broader fin. So not only does it hold up better on rails, and most cable parks will let you use it, but it also will give your board a lot skatier feel. For anyone who doesn't like the 1-inch fins, tighter grip on the water, throw on the slider fins, and it'll give the board a totally different feel. I'm Danny Harf. This is my new 2011 One board, part of the One collection. Go support your local pro shop and take it for a test ride.